If your app is sitting in Apple review right now and you are on your second or third rejection, this video is for you. The problem usually isn't that something is broken. The problem is you don't know why it was rejected. You make a small fix, you resubmit, and then you wait another week. I have shipped over 20 mobile products and I have been working in mobile for almost a decade. I have been through this cycle more times than I would like to admit. Today I am going to show you how to cut that cycle down. But first you need to understand one thing about how Apple Review actually works. Here's the thing most founders don't realize going in. Apple Review is not an algorithm. There is a person on the other side reading your submission. That person has no context about your product, your users, or why your app exists. They have guidelines, they have a device, and they have maybe 20 minutes with your app. Every time you get rejected and resubmit, you go back to the end of the queue. That's where the weeks disappear. Not because Apple is slow, but because each rejection resets the clock. So the goal isn't to fix things fast after rejection, the goal is to give the reviewer everything they need before they even open your app. So let's talk about what that actually looks like in practice. There are 8 things that I check before every submission. Let's go through them one by one. First, have a working test account in the notes for reviewer field. Login and password ready to go. If they can't get into your app in 30 seconds, you are getting rejected. Next thing, if you have a Google login or any other third-party authentication, you must also offer sign in with Apple. No exceptions. This is one of the most common rejections I see and it's completely avoidable. Same goes for account deletion. User must be able to delete their account from within the app. Not contact us to delete button, it needs to be in app. That's the requirement. Related to that, your privacy policy needs to be accessible from inside the app, not just on your website. A link in the settings screen is enough, but it has to be there. Another one that trips people up, permission strings. When you ask for access to contacts, photos, camera, location, you need to explain why. Not we need your photos. Something more like we need access to your photos so you can send images in the chat. One sentence, specific, tied to a feature. Apple reviews those screens, so make them count. And if you have a subscription or in-app purchase, it can be misleading. No fake countdown timers, no hidden terms. The pricing has to be clear before the user commits. If it looks like a dark pattern, it will get flagged. Now, this one catches a lot of people off guard. Make sure your backend is live during review. Not staging, the production or whatever environment the reviewer will hit. If your server is down or your environment has a wrong configuration, the app looks broken. Same result as a crash, rejection. And finally, check your screenshot in App Store. They need to match whatever actually is in the app. A lot of founders submit screenshots from Figma, the designs that was never fully implemented into the app. The reviewer opens the app, sees something different and flags it as misleading. Screenshot from the real app only. And underneath all of this, submit when you are stable. Not mostly stable, stable. Crashes, broken flows, empty states that throw error. These are automatic rejections. If this is making sense, hit subscribe. I post every 2 weeks on building and launching mobile products. Now, let's say you did all of this and you still got rejected. It happens. Here's what to do. Read the rejection carefully. Sometimes they are asking you to explain something, not to fix something, and there is a difference. If they say we couldn't verify this feature, that's not a bug report, that's a communication problem. Respond like you are writing to a person because you are. Be clear, be polite, be specific. If they misunderstood something about your business model, explain it. If a feature requires an account they didn't have access to, tell them. Don't be defensive, don't paste your entire terms of service, just answer the question they are actually asking. And sometimes the problem isn't your app at all. We had a rejection once where the reviewer flagged our app as buggy. We were confident it was our fault. We went through the logs, checked everything twice, and we found nothing. The app was fine. Eventually, we figure out the issue wasn't on our end. The reviewer's device had connectivity problems, they couldn't load the app properly and assumed it was crashing. We described exactly what we found in our responses, calmly with specific, and we got approval quickly after that. The lesson is that don't assume the rejection is always accurate. Investigate first, respond with evidence, stay professional, and Apple review doesn't have to be a black box. Get your checklist right before you submit, and whenever you get rejected, treat it like a conversation, not a verdict. If you are building a mobile product and want someone to look at it before you go to review, I do free discovery calls, link is in the description, and if this video saved you at least 1 week of back and forth, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.